Good morning. At about 10:25 a.m. Today, the Sheriff's Office, along with South Metro Fire Rescue, started receiving calls of a plane crash in the area of Bellevue Avenue and South Cherry Creek Drive. Deputies responded and found a single-engine plane had collided with another plane midair. The other plane was able to land at Centennial Airport without any issues and without any injuries. The single engine plane that crashed in the field behind us was occupied by two persons. Both persons were able to eject, the plane deployed a parachute which allowed it to safely land, and both occupants were able to walk away from the crash. So there were no injuries there. There was no fire and there was no fuel spill on scene here. And the single engine plane is a Cirrus SR-22, and the jet that landed at Centennial was a Metroliner jet. NTSB is currently en route to the scene here, and FAA has already been on scene and has redeployed to Centennial Airport at this time. Right now, the Sheriff's Office has their drone team up in the air in coordination with Centennial Airport's air traffic control, looking for further debris in the area.
Is there any further cause of this? I mean, which plane was going?
And that was the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office giving us an update on those two planes that collided. Again, no injuries reported at this time. We're going to continue to follow this story. We'll bring you any updates online and on air.
And we are one step away from more younger Americans being able to get their COVID vaccines. Right now, the CDC is meeting to decide whether to officially recommend that kids ages 12 to 15 get the Pfizer vaccine that was recently authorized for them to use. The FDA expanded emergency use authorization for Pfizer's vaccine.
Something that could have been really awful.
You expect something a lot worse. This was amazing. We've had several plane crashes in our jurisdiction. Never have we seen a parachute be deployed and bring the plane down safely.
Had you, authorities had a chance to talk to the pilot and the passenger about how they're doing? And
Yes, they are fine. Like I said, they were able to walk away, no injuries. Rescue was there to check them out, and they were fine.
How rare is a mid-air collision?
That I don't know. I don't know. This is Centennial Airport is a busy airport. There's no question about that.
Was the pilot on scene? I saw somebody out there.
Yes, both pilot and passengers were on scene when we arrived on scene, with us and South Metro.
outside of the plane and everything?
I don't know. I believe they were outside of the plane, yes.
Anyone taken to the hospital to be checked out, or everyone's
Nope,
fine?
they're fine. Walked away without any injuries at all.
The jet that landed at the airport, who was on that plane? How many people?
It was as far as I know, it was a cargo plane, and the only person on that plane was the pilot, and the pilot is fine also.
Have you had a chance to see that plane up close, what it looks like? From our vantage point, it's kind of tough to tell how badly damaged it is.
It's significantly damaged. I sent out, there's a tweet where I sent out a photo of it up close.
Was that a pretty impressive landing based on that damage?
Yes. Yeah, I think everybody here was impressed by the two occupants being able to walk away with zero injuries. It was quite impressive.
How about the other plane? Have you seen photos of that circulating?
I have not seen anything yet. I have not seen anything yet.
Do we know where the plane or either planes were en route to?
No, at this point, I do not know.
The one with the parachute, is that a trainer plane? Because not many planes have parachutes on.
You know, I don't know. I do know, just being, the Discovery Channel, Science Channel geek that I am, I have seen stuff like this on TV where they have, it's a newer thing where they have deployable chutes to bring the planes down safely.
Attached to the plane?
Attached to the plane, yes.
So this was like
yes.
dangling out of the sky?
Yes, it came down nice and slow and hit the ground.
You don't know if one was landing or one took off.
I was trying to figure out which plane was taking off.
Don't know.
And Because that's
Eh,
important
Yeah,
information.
yeah, at this time, I don't know. It'd be one of those things for NTSB also.
How did you get the call about this?
We received calls from the residents behind the crash, and I believe South Metro Fire got the initial call from the air traffic control tower at Centennial.
So what's next here? Do you think you'll be on scene for quite a bit?
Yeah, we will have deputies on scene for a bit, waiting on NTSB. Once they get on scene, the crash scene will then be turned over to them.
Can you just talk about, obviously the weather's nice today, but was one of them maybe looking into the sun to see, or is it visual, or you don't know, like if it's a visual?
Yeah, I don't know anything like that. Well, again, that would be an NTSB question.
Do you know if anyone actually witnessed the crash in the sky, or did they witness the crash?
I don't know about the actual midair collision, but I do know that people did witness the plane coming down with the chute deployed.
So all the folks searching out in the fields, what were they instructed to look for?
Plane parts. Plane parts, don't touch them, leave them there. And if anybody is walking through the reservoir area, Cherry Creek Reservoir, and they happen to come by them, please don't touch those parts. Please call authorities. You can call the sheriff's office or Centennial Airport and let them know where that is.
With so much debris, I mean, what accounts for that? I mean, it sounded like they were just clipping each other. I mean, how could there be so much debris?
I believe they hit pretty hard. Yeah, they hit pretty hard.
Is the park still open?
Yes.
Cherry Creek State Park is still
Yes.
open, so just if you see a park,
Yeah.
just leave
Yeah.
it be.
Do you have a number they should call, or?
I don't. You call the sheriff's office at 303-795-4711. That is our dispatch center at the sheriff's office.
Lucky it didn't blow into the neighborhood, right? I mean,
Yes, very lucky. Very lucky.
So what are your officers doing when they find a piece of debris? I see them sticking something in the ground.
Yeah, they're just marking where it is for later on for the NTSB to come in and notate where that is for their crash investigation.
Looks like you have a ton of officers out there.
Yes, we do. Between us, South Metro Fire, Colorado State Parks, we've got quite a few out here. Much less than we had about an hour or two ago. But
This scene will be active.
scene will probably be active for several more hours now. Luckily, this side of the park generally is not used by park goers. It's generally the main portion of the state park over here that's used.
You happen to know what that cargo jet was carrying, do you?
No, I do not know.
or who owned the cargo jet?
I do not know that.
Do you know who owns this plane?
I believe it's privately owned. Don't have any names or anything like that.
Do you know the genders of the people that were on each plane?
No, I don't.
Anything else that you just want people to know? Anything else you're looking for?
No, just if you're in the Cherry Creek State Park area and you find that debris, let authorities know. Don't touch it. Don't move it. Just let us know where it is, because that's vital to the NTSB investigation.
Do you know will NTSB have a press conference here later, or is this kind of the only?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wish I could answer that. I can't.
You guys all good?
Yep. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
I think he might want to do a one-on-one with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they tried to send me somewhere else and then
Don't you love how that happens?
yeah.
Okay, I don't know whose this one is.
No, mine's just doing the yellow scan.
Yeah, I'll just do this now. Make it easier on everybody.
Got me hooked on the other one. So this is mine.